All right, so we're back working with log files. So this is the service log, and if there's a problem, chances are it doesn't really matter what's at the beginning of the log. We want to know what's at the very end of the log. So to give you a frame of reference, our application will write out what it's doing at every step of the way if you have debug mode enabled and the level set to 9. You set it to 5, it'll ignore some of the more crazy stuff. You set it to 1 and it does even less. And if you turn debug mode off, then it does very little. Okay, it just kind of lets you know. Basically, it'll over and over do these ones that are stars, and it won't give you the information in the middle. But you can see, for example, here, we're going to do the patient accounting section, but I have to do several queries in order to get that section done. Okay, so I do the first query, the second query, and then I start combining the results. And then when I get done filtering them, it says that there was nothing left to send to the server. And so the reason that we do that is if I were to do all 3 of these in a single query, that query may take 5 minutes on some computers. Normally it will happen in about 1 or 2 seconds. But or less, but we work really hard to make sure that things execute quickly. Anytime something takes longer than 3 seconds, I get a report sent to me. And so when I started seeing people's computers posting or saying that it was taking 600 seconds to run this, I broke it up into 3 groups. But by the time it was done, it says, oh, you know what? Nothing needs to be sent. And we did the same thing with the historical appointments, and we've done it throughout anywhere that performance became an issue. So you'll notice everything's going fine, going fine, going fine. Okay, it all looks the same. Okay, as you scroll through, let's see if we find anything unusual. But the reality is I know there's something unusual because I got this file got uploaded to me, and they said saying that there was a problem. So as I look at the very end of this, because it's going to send it to me when there's a problem, I see this error. It says I can't connect to the database. I can find the server, however, the MySQL service isn't running. So that tells me that the computer's turned on, but the database server may need to get restarted. And now that happened at 2:54, and then at 2:55, it was still part of its error loop. Okay, but by 2:57, it was fixed. Now this is 2:55 a.m. This is your local computer time, and so chances are they have an automated backup application that at 2:50, 2:55-ish, it shuts down the MySQL service, restarts, backs it up, and then starts it back up, and everything's fine. Now, it looks like it was starting to work. But like I said, it was caught in a loop up here, and during the overlap, it said it got another error, and it said, I've gotten 11 errors, and so I'm going to send this log file to ReminderDental, and then I'm going to just take a break for 200 seconds. I'm just not going to do anything for 200 seconds. So that's the end of this log file that I've got, but that's kind of what I'm looking for when I open this up is number one is, let me go to the very, very top. Okay, let's see. Oh, it looks like this service has been up and running, but normally it would say starting up for Open Dental, starting up for Dentrix. Okay, so I want to know, is it actually trying to connect to the right set of databases? Does it ever get any search results? You know, does it look like it's connecting to the database? Okay, this OK, that just means that it successfully sent that data to the ReminderDental service, and that's the server's response. The service reinitializes regularly. Oh, here we go. Starting the schedule for Open Dental. And so we want to know, is that happening? Are we connecting to the right stuff? But these things, you know, it auto-maintains itself, restarts itself fairly regularly, just to make sure that we prevent any, excuse me, memory leaks or just any bad loops. You know, because quite often just starting things over fixes 90% of the problems with Windows, is just turning it off and back on again. And so that's what we do for our service as well. So that's it for this log file. The others are very similar. If you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out and ask me questions.